We're up to chapter 15 with Endplays. This has been a couple weeks delayed, but I'm very excited to get to talk about these because there's a lot of interesting stuff here. And doggers are cute. Yeah, she has been. I think she's feeling the pandemic, but we got to get her out. Hopefully, as the weather is starting to turn a little bit nicer, she can get a little bit more interaction. Okay. Excuse me. Actually, since she's been doing such a great rough, might as well throw the emote out there. So we are up to chapter 15 in Crime Play Technique Discussion Group, and if you haven't seen this before, well, we've been doing it for a while, and we're gonna keep on doing it for about another month. We have a few chapters left, and they're getting into some more interesting and complex topics. And today we're talking all about endplays. So first off, what is an endplay? An endplay is something where you are able to put your opponent on lead and force them to make a decision that ends up costing them a trick. It gains you a trick where you wouldn't necessarily have one otherwise. There is no way for your opponent to get out of the endplay. No decision that they make is going to be the right decision. There is no right decision when you set up your endplay correctly. So there's kind of two steps to setting up your endplay. First is cutting off all of their other avenues of escape. You have to do first like an elimination, or I think this is also sometimes referred to as a strip. This is where you play off all of your side suits. You leave them the only places where you want to leave your opponent something to do. A choice between suits to lead is a choice that's going to be favorable to you. So first off, you need to run off all of those, and then you have to do the second part of your endplay, which is purposely losing a trick to the opponents. And sometimes you can do this two ways. Sometimes it doesn't matter which defender you lose to, but other times it's important for you to lose to a specific person. So when you take this final trick, you take your throw in, you lose the lead to the specific opponent, and then now they're on the lead. They have to make that decision that leads into something that's beneficial to you. And the way this usually works out is that they either are going to be leading into a tennis. So you can imagine that you're holding like ace queen and you don't know who has the king. You don't want to take a finesse. If you can force, like, say you're sitting in south, if you can force west to lead that suit, then no matter what they lead, it's going to promote you're going to be able to take two tricks with your ace and your queen. So that's one way that an in-play can give you a trick, and the other way is by giving you a rough and slough. And what's really important about this second way is that it can only occur in suit contracts. That means it's a little bit harder to carry off an in-play in no trump, because one of your two avenues for creating an in-play doesn't actually exist. There's no way for you to get a rough and slough in no trump. So, the very last point that I want to mention before we dive into a bunch of examples is that if you don't have a suit that you want to lead, maybe it's a good time for you to be looking for an in-play. If there's a position that you don't want to touch, if there's a way that you can get like the right opponent on lead, if you can make it so that they have no options available to you except ones that are favorable to you, then this is a situation where you can potentially set up an in-play. Okay, so let's look at a couple of examples. We're in a 6-spade contract. The opponents didn't say anything throughout the auction, and Wes is over there leading the 8 of clubs. So what exactly is our plan on this hand? So let's take stock now that the dummy is down. We can see we have 3 top heart tricks. We have 2 top club tricks. We have a diamond position with ace jack opposite king 10. So we've got 2 top diamond tricks and then a 2-way finesse. And then we have the spade situation where we only have ace king. So if the spades are 2-2, then great. We're going to be able to clear out with no trump losers. So we go ahead and win the first trick and dummy with the ace. And then we play 2 rounds of trump and find out on the second round that the trump split 3-1. So at this point, the trumps are going to split 3-1. One of the opponents shows out. Let's just say that West showed up with 1 club. So let's take stock of the situation now. We've played out our top two spade tricks, and there's a high spade still out there. So we don't have. So we know we have that one loser. We can't do anything about that. But what we can do is make that loser an advantage to us. We can turn that loser into an advantage. And so the first thing we need to do is strip all of our options. So we're going to play out the heart suit, then we're going to play out the club suit, play out the club suit, and then ruff the last club. So at this point, the only cards left in our hand are trumps and diamonds. We could take a guess and try and just randomly guess which opponent has the queen, and we'd get it right about half the time, but there's something better we can do. We can take that spade loser right now. Wes is going to win this trick. And then what do they have left for them? They can play back a heart, but we don't have any hearts. So we can set up a ruff and sluff. We discard a diamond and ruff in the other hand. They can play back a club, but it's the exact same situation. We discard a diamond and ruff in the other hand. And or they can lead a diamond, and as soon as they lead that diamond, they're leading into one of the tennis positions, and now we're going to get to promote and make a third trick. So no matter what they do here, there are no good options. We've carried off the elimination, and then we've thrown into the opponents. Let's take a look at another example. We went too far. Okay. So in this one, we're in 6 clubs, and Wes is going to start us off with the king of spades. So let's take a minute and look at this for a second while I take a sip of my beer, and we will figure out what exactly is our plan. And when you're thinking about your plan, just assume that you're going to see normal splits and that the king of spades is a normal lead. Let's take a look at this hand, and I will give everybody just a few seconds before I start discussing it. Okay, so we have 3 top hearts, spade, then we have this diamond position, which looks pretty rough, and then we have all the top clubs. So our club position looks solid, hearts look solid, spades look solid. This diamond position, though, has a lot of potential problems. We have up to 3 diamond losers, and we can only afford 1. We see a way to get rid of 1 loser. We have that heart suit, which is unevenly distributed. We can throw a diamond underneath the king of spades, the king of hearts. We can. Okay, so that gets rid of 1. So then we need to figure out something else we can do about this. We need to find a way to get rid of another one, so that way we're left with only 2. If we can play it, if we can set it up so that West has to lead a diamond, we can force them to lead into our position. We can go ahead and make them lead into our tennis, and we can pick up the extra trick that way. So we have to start asking ourselves, how can we force West to get on lead? And then if we can force West to get on lead, is there a way for us to carry off an elimination beforehand? So we go ahead and win the first trick in our hand with the ace of spades, and then we go ahead and draw trump. The trump split 2-1, so we're nice and even there. We're able to carry that out in 2 rounds. And now then we go ahead and play out our hearts. We play 3 rounds of hearts, and we discard a diamond on the last heart. And now we have to ask ourselves, what do we know about West hand? Well, that king spade lead almost certainly promises the queen of spades. So if we play a spade, if we play our jack of spades, in fact, we're actually going to be able to ensure that West shows up with the lead. And now West has no clubs that they can play. And if they play back a heart or a spade, they're going to set up a ruff and sluff for us. And if they play back a diamond, then they lead into our tennis. So The only issue, so we need to make sure, so, okay. There's one key point here, which is when we're going to go ahead and get West on the lead with that jack, when we play the jack, that means that we're purposely going to not rough here. And when we don't rough, what we're going to do is throw away one of those diamond losers. We're allowed to take one diamond loser, so we're going to trade that diamond loser for a spade loser instead. Then they're going to get to lead. And now that we've gone ahead and thrown away one diamond on a spade, we've thrown away another diamond on a heart. Now we're just left with the ace and the queen. And either we're going to get a rough and slough, or we're going to go ahead, or they're going to lead into our tennis. Okay. This last one is something that happened in the Twitch day long. Excuse me. This is a board from the Twitch day long, and we're in a 6 no trump contract. We're playing it from the south, and I played this one on stream over the weekend, so people saw me setting this up here, and I thought that when I was playing this was like, how can I set this up as an in play? So I'm in 6, I take stock of the situation. I've got 4 hearts, 3 spades, 2 diamonds, and a club. This looks not terrible, but not great. So I've got, how can I count? Let's see. 3 plus 4 plus 2 is 9. So I need 3 more tricks. So my first thought was if the spades split 3-3, then I can pick up 2 extra spades, and then I can take one of these finesses and I'll probably be good to go. But so I win the first one with a spade, and then I play out 2 more spades, and I find out on trick 3 that East has shown up with only 2 spades, and so the spades are split 4-2. At this point, I have a guaranteed spade loser, and I know that I can put East on lead by leading the spades. So I started thinking, so I'm looking at this ace-queen position, and I'm like, okay, if I can get East to lead a club into my ace-queen, fantastic. Like, we'll get our extra trick from there. We'll take 4 spades, 4 hearts, 2 diamonds, and 2 clubs. Seems good. So I set about trying to do that. I take all my hearts. I had already taken the 3 spades, and then I can't really complete the elimination play at this point. I can't play on the diamonds and actually eliminate them. I actually can't afford to touch the diamonds, really, until I figure out what's going on with this club situation. So, with like this kind of incomplete elimination, I went ahead and threw into East with the 5 of spades. They picked up the trick, and then very dutifully let a club back to me. It turns out that the king of clubs was onside the whole time. And if they had led back a diamond, like, the way that the discards had happened, like, I was going to be able to pick it up no matter whether or not they had led a diamond or a club, but it didn't feel like I had actually completed the elimination, because, like, I didn't feel like the diamond suit was unassailable, but, so I wasn't really sure if this counted as an in-play or not, because I felt like I kind of did this incomplete elimination, and potentially, if the cards had been a little bit different, then East, like, could have led back a diamond and it actually would have taken down the contract. But I guess, is this kind of like, sometimes this is the best you can do kind of situation? Like, or am I being a little too strict with my definition? Or, I don't know, like, what do people think? I'm just trying to figure out all this stuff for the first time. If East had 2 diamonds, and I took ace-king first, it would have been a legit in-play. But, okay. So yeah, if East had 2 diamonds, then I would have been able to guarantee that they couldn't have returned a diamond. Yeah, I kind of have to strip them of all their exits, yeah. So, I was terrified of, like, trying to give East trying to put East with 2 diamonds and then being wrong and going down. So instead, I had to take kind of a guess, but it ended up not mattering because they did have 2 diamonds, so it wouldn't have mattered how they led back. And the king is on side. Okay. So that was a kind of fun one. And it seemed like a bunch of people played 6-0 on this board. Technically, you need to save an entry. Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point. I can't get to my last spade if I touch the diamond position. So, like, at best I can play 1 round of diamonds, but if I play that 1 round of diamonds, I'm stuck in the dummy. And I can't get back to playing, I can't actually get to play the spades without touching the ace of diamonds, which prevents me from actually doing the, so I can't touch the diamonds at all. And in a lot of no Trump Endplays, you need to get the exact distribution. Yeah, so this is something I alluded to a little bit earlier, which is like it's kind of difficult when you have it's difficult. It's harder to carry off Endplays in no Trump contracts because like you're losing one of the avenues of taking tricks that you have. Okay, let's look at an example that I thought was really interesting. We're in a 5 diamond contract. Wait, shit. Hold on. We're not in a 5 diamond contract on this hand. How did I do this? Hold on. This is not. Sorry, hold on. I don't actually know how I ended up with this so badly with the wrong. Damn it. This is a really cool hand, and I don't have the right layout, and I'm not going to be able to show it to you. I'll just have to post it in Discord afterwards. But I guess my editing skills leave a lot to be desired. It's a good example. Incomplete strips are a thing. Sometimes you need to do them even if you don't know the distribution because it's your best chance. Yeah, it felt like it was very close. Like I was certainly like playing the hand to try and carry out an in play, but I couldn't quite get all the way. So like I thought it was an interesting hand to try and pull in. I'm gonna have to put this hand in Discord later, but and maybe I'll just save it instead of discussing it because it's a really interesting problem. So the last 2 examples I have are actually bridge master problems. And I haven't looked at either of these, but I found references that imply that they are actual in plays. And including Dr. Dogman mentioned one of these, the first one. So I figured we can try and work through these together. So I'm going to be seeing these for the first time, and maybe we can try and put our heads together, put our thoughts together, figure out how to carry these off. And what I think is likely, like we're going in with an advantage. We know that we're supposed to be doing an in play, but let's see if we can do them. Give me a second. I'm gonna get it switched over so we can try this. I forgot that I had this. I found this in Dorothy Truscott's Winning Declare play. In this intro to the chapter on Endplays, he says, the average declare knows how to finesse, the expert knows how not to finesse. Which I thought was interesting. Like, if you're looking for places where you don't want to have to touch a suit, and oftentimes that's going to include finesses, then it's a good time to look for an in-play. Okay, give me a second. Oh, thank you so much. Sorry about that. Okay, let me try again. Um, so I'm seeing this hand for the first time. I haven't worked through these or actually checked them out. Um, but hopefully everybody's had a chance to look at it. I'm starting to count up cards, and I'm seeing like we have no spade losers, we have no diamond losers, but we have a really precarious club situation. Hey, Stevie Weevy Boo, thank you so much for thank you so much for the raid, and thank you for the follow. We are in 6 hearts. Sorry, I guess you can't see that because this doesn't show up. Oh, thank you, Babu. Thank you. Appreciate it. We are doing a couple of bridge master problems that involve Endplays. We just talked about a couple of other examples, and now we're going to try and put things into practice. I haven't seen these problems, so we're going to try and work through them together. Yeah, I love your stream. It's really fantastic. If you haven't seen them, let's see if I can do this. Maybe. Your name is very hard to spell. There we go. Got it. You can solve it, but I'll leave it with you. Yeah, so what I'm thinking here is if the heart split 1-1, fantastic. If they don't, then we have a guaranteed heart loser, which seems bad. Double E, double E, double O. Okay, I'll try and remember that. We can strip the spades, we can strip the diamonds, and then if we can put West on, yeah, I guess we need West to be on lead. And I think we also need, I think we also need the hearts to split. Because then I take a finesse into West, and then if they lead back hearts or diamonds, sorry, if they lead back spades or diamonds, then I get a rough and slough, and otherwise they lead into my tennis. And I'm gonna use the... Okay, so yeah, I think I need the hearts to split. Yeep. That's the general plan. Let's see. Win spade, win hearts, win diamonds, rough out the last diamond. You want the 3rd spot? Thank you so much for the cheer. Let's see. Just trying to make sure I'm not missing the entry situation. When spades, hearts, diamonds. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Okay, we dropped the king. Fantastic. Let's rough out the diamonds. Actually, maybe not win hearts straight away. Hey DT, good to see you. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can carry this off if you have a heart loser. I think you have to have the hearts split. I'm not sure. Oh, thank you so much. This social make up the extra. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna lose to West, and then let them give us a play into our tennis. Wow, look at all those cheers. Bello, thank you so much. It's wonderful to have you here. If you have a heart loser, you are kind of dead unless East has King, Queen, Club. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So look at that. We carried off an in-play. We stripped them of their diamonds, we stripped them of their spades, we managed to get the 1-1 heart split, and then we in-played into West, forcing them to either play into our tennis or giving us a rough and slough. Yeah, I think it's impossible to pick this up if the hearts don't split. If you have to play for a finesse on hearts on trick, let's see. if you have to play for a finesse on hearts at trick 1, that's already a 50% contract. So, and then you still have to get the club position right. Yeah. Okay, so seems like we came up the right line. We had a little bit of an advantage in that we knew that we had to do an in play. But let's try another one. Select a deal. This is going to be the last one, and then we are going to actually be calling it for a day. We've got a late start, and we're going to end up with an early finish. Been watching Stevie Weeby play for a while, but still no idea how to play it. Well, I just started learning in around April of last year, so it's a wonderful game. I love to, like, if you're interested in learning, there's a lot of great people around here who are love to teach and play with beginners. Okay, so we're in 6 spades. The opponents didn't say anything in the bidding. I guess it looks like maybe we asked to play in grand and our partner said no. Let's give everybody a chance to look at this one, and then we'll be trying it out. Hey, Freakill, good to see you. It's always good to have you like show up with some really insightful stuff. Like you're like working out like all these like very abstract possibilities that like I'm not even considering. You think you're doomed to learn it, but you'll happily watch. Fair enough. I think there's a lot of fun people around. It's a good place to be. Okay, so we have 2 finesses, and it seems like we don't really want to play either of them. We don't really want to take either of them. So we have a potential club loser, we have a potential diamond loser, and if the spades don't split, we could actually end up with a spade loser. As long as you can follow suit, you know how to play. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think that there's I think bridge gets talked up as something that's being very complicated, and I think like it can be played at a very complicated level, but just picking up the game I think is far easier than people make it out to be. So let's see. So we're gonna win this, cash the ace of spades, verify that they break, cash the king, then play eliminate the hearts, play over in spades, and then you have to take the heart rough. Yep, that makes sense. And then play the ace of clubs and the queen of clubs. Yeah, I like that plan. I think though, instead of taking the, oh yeah, because you're gonna run out of entries otherwise. So, it's a lot like hearts, but more complex. Yeah, if you can play hearts, bridge is just like a little bit extra. But a lot of the same skills apply. This is an interesting one, but I think we have the general ideas. First, we're going to want to try and strip out the hearts, and then we need to figure out what the trump split is. I can't really say I just picked up the game when it's been a year. You're right. I'm going to have to like officially change my description now that we're very close to a year. I've been calling myself a beginner for so long. I don't really want to stop calling myself a beginner. People are going to start expecting things of me. Ugh. Okay, so let's figure out what the trump suit is. Okay, wonderful. The trumps are going to split. Let's go ahead and get rid of the last trump. Oh wait, hold on. I've already screwed up. 1 year is not that long. Intermediate's a very fuzzy category. Yeah. Stop calling yourself a beginner 4 years in. Okay, everybody's making me feel better. So we have a real entry problem here. Or not necessarily, okay, but if I save the 2 and the 3, I have 2 entries using the 7 and the 6 in spades, and I think I'm probably going to need those later. I don't necessarily know for what yet, because I haven't thought this all the way through, but I think it's probably better for me to lead from the 8 to find the break, so that I don't destroy that entry situation. Okay. Then need to be careful with the small ones, even though it isn't entirely necessary here. Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't imagine, like, I was trying to think, like, if I would need to get up here twice. And I actually do kind of want to get up there twice, because I can combine my chances by taking the club finesse. Because if the club finesse is on, like, we're in business. So I want to give myself to get the club finesse on, and if it's off, then I'm not stripping west then, am I? Okay, it doesn't work that way. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me think again. Because it doesn't work that way. If I take the finesse and West doesn't have it, then they're not forced to lead a diamond because I haven't actually stripped the clubs. And it doesn't help me. Okay. And Rasner had already figured this out. I did not know that. Yeah. Yeah. It loses and the West exits a club. Yep, that's it. Okay. Makes sense. You can't afford to take the finesse. Very cute. Very cute. So the finesse is only 50%, but the in-play isn't the in-play free. Yeah. Wait. Have I screwed up? This doesn't feel like an in-play. Okay, let's go back a couple steps. Hold on. I think maybe we're not supposed to cover here. We have to give them a chance to come up with the queen, or maybe we play West for Doubleton. What's the count? Okay, they've shown up with 1 spade. You see a much better line. Okay, hold on. We'll come back to it. I was thinking there might be something in that we can't play the... Okay, hold on. Let's redeal. Yeah. Let's think about this for a second. So we have the club or we have the diamonds. What if I take the finesse into West with the diamonds, with the club still out? If they lead back the club, then great. If they lead back the diamond, also great. We'll get to take... I think I get to set up the... Okay, so I lose a diamond, play 2, rough. Okay, I see everybody in chat is figuring it out but me. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm trying not to look at the spoiler that I can see that has been posted. So if I take the diamond finesse, and it loses. If they play back a club, great. If they play back a diamond, I can take the other two. I can find out whether or not the diamonds split and get rid of a club loser. And if they don't, I take a rough, and then I still have the club finesse to take. Let's see. Okay. Win, pull trumps, eliminate hearts, ace of diamonds, king of diamonds, diamond. I win if diamonds are 3-3. If Wes wins the third diamond, he's in-played. Diamond finesse first to allow for 3-3 diamonds. Okay. I see people have a couple of different... Okay, and then talking saying strip diamonds, then low diamond. Oh, sorry, strip hearts. Low diamond. Draw trump, yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the line that I had, and if it's wrong, we're gonna do something else. My line isn't any of these. Okay, I think this is interesting. Okay, Jesus, I did the thing with the thing again. I really don't want to do it like that, and there's no reason for me to, so I'm gonna correct it. Okay, so this doesn't work either. I'm still having to take the club finesse. Right, the diamond isn't high, is it? I'm not crazy. I had 7 and they're 4-4-3-2. No, the diamond's not high. Yeah, the club finesse is gonna lose. That's not it's not the line to take a finesse. Okay. Let's think about this some more. Okay, so that was the line okay, so let's see if we have some other lines that are... Okay, so we can also play the diamonds from the top. So let's try that. Let's try Razorn's line, and then we'll just go in order of the ones posted. Preco Bill is taking their line back. Okay. So diamond, diamond, exit. Okay. Let's try it. Oh, whoops. I have to take care of the hearts first. My bad. Undo, undo, undo. I messed that one up. I forgot to eliminate the hearts. Okay, so this one's not getting us there either. It brings us back to the finesse. Win the heart, draw trump. Okay, let's see. Win the heart, draw the trumps. Yeah, I'm trying Dr. Dogman's line. That was the second one that got, Pretending to put in the, yeah, okay. Spade to dummy to eliminate the heart. Spade to dummy. Low diamond. Put up the 8. Ooh. Yeah, we're blocked in the diamond situation. I'm gonna overtake it. Redeal. Huh. That's a hard one. You can't use a third round of trump to ruff a heart. Oh, are we supposed to make a loser on loser play and exit a heart? You have to ruff the heart in the middle of drawing the trump. Why do you have to do the hearts like that? It's an entry thing. Okay. I thought I had spade entries all the way to the end. Oh, I need to have spades in both hands so I can do a ruff. Oh, okay, okay. Kiva disagrees with our line. Cube did not enjoy. Okay. I think there's something, I think this is a loser on loser play. I think you're supposed to, I think we have to do something with the, like, if I play... What happens if I do this? Oh god, that. That's bad. Undo, undo. Let's see. Dr. Rock is saying is slightly different. Play 2 hearts, then 2 spades. Then I can cross 2 to 7, play diamond to 8. And dummy still has a trump. Kind of like what I've done here. Okay. Now I 100% have the rest. Okay, let me figure it out. Why do I have the rest? Play the, okay. I still have an entry to the diamond situation. So I get to take my last diamond winner and get rid of the club loser. Oof. Okay, this is a good one. Oh, this is the one you posted? It was not the other one. Okay. Got it. I knew you had posted one of them. That is cute. Okay, we're gonna do it again. The small spade entries are extremely important. Yeah. Let's do this again. Hold on. So, okay. We have to make sure that we end up with the 2 spade entries. So I think we had set that up correctly pretty early on. And then we have to make sure that we exit small diamond. We can't afford to lose our jack to the queen. We need the jack to take a trick. Okay, you did post the other one. Okay, that's what I thought. I was pretty sure you had posted the other one, and this is the one that I found. It does need the 10-9 of diamonds together. Yeah. Does it? Yeah, it needs 10-9 to be an east, right? Okay, I'm just doing this again just to clear it up because I thought this was kind of interesting. If East has one of them, they can force the jack by going up. Yeah. You need West to have both of them. Okay, I had it exactly backwards. Sounds about right. Okay, and I've screwed this up because I still need to have the spade so I can get back. Okay, hold on. Undo. Undo. Wait, no. I had it right. Yeah, I figured that out eventually. Use the spade. There we go. Now we exit into West. West has the 9 and the queen. Get the thing. We get the thing. Wow, this is cute. I like it. I'm glad I found a reference to this one. It's a fun one to work out together. As long as you cover East as cheaply as possible. Yeah, you can't afford to lose the jack to the queen. The jack has to take a trick. If the jack doesn't get to take a trick, all of this falls apart. Okay, that was a cute one. So this is a not terrible discussion on Endplays, hopefully. There's a lot of really interesting stuff. There's a lot of cool things you can do. I am, as soon as I get off of here, going to post that problem that didn't get translated correctly into Discord, so people can try their hands at that one. It's honestly a really cool problem. I wish we could have done it on stream. And we'll be back on Sunday to talk about looking at Endplays from the defensive side of you, which is like, how can you stop your opponents from implaying you? That is probably going to be a little bit complicated. So we'll see how the discussion on that one goes. I am going to go ahead and call it a night.